Hi guys, so today I'm here with a super exciting new video for you. Today I'm going to be doing my overview of the 2017 top baby name list. This list comes out every May and I have put a lot of time into looking at these names and at the stats and the trends to bring you these two videos, one for girls and one for boys. I'm going to be breaking down the changes in the top 10, the top 100, and some trends in the top 1,000 names for the 2017 list. This is always one of my favorite videos to do, so please leave a thumbs up and leave me a comment on what you think of these lists because I love talking to you guys in the comment section below. That's one of my favorite parts of doing these videos, is interacting with you guys and hearing your opinions and observations. But without further ado, I'm going to get started with the girls' names. So I'm going to start by going over the top 10 names for girls for 2017. There were two new names that entered the top 10 and I love both of them. Both of them have a personal connection to me, as you will see as I go over these names. So I'm going to start at number 10, and at number 10 is Abigail. Abigail fell 2 spots from 2016 to 2017 and is now at number 10. It is the only biblical name for girls left in the top 10, which is interesting. It is falling in popularity and I do think it will fall out of the top 10 in the next few years, but it has had quite a long run as a top 10 name. It's a very pretty name and you can get the nicknames Abby or Gail from Abigail. I think it's a very unique sounding name as well. At number 9 is a new addition to the top 10, and that is Evelyn. Evelyn went up 3 spots to be at number 9. Evelyn is the name of my paternal grandmother, and I just think it is a very, very sweet name. I love that it's coming back into fashion now, and my grandma thinks that it's kind of funny that it's fashionable again now, and I've heard lots of little girls named Evelyn in recent years. At number 8 is a name very near and dear to me, and that is Amelia, my own name. Amelia went up 3 spots to be at number 8. This is the most popular that my name has ever been since names have been recorded in the US since the 1880s, so it's definitely exciting. I find it exciting because now I get to buy keychains with my name on them. I never got to do that when I was a kid growing up. It is the number 1, it was the number 1 name in the UK. I think it's number 2 now, so I think it might have the potential to go all the way to number 1. I guess we'll have to wait and see. At number 7 was Charlotte. Charlotte was also number 7 in 2016, so no change there. I think the popularity of Princess Charlotte might be helping this name to be popular over here in the US as well. At number 6 was Mia. Mia was also number 6 the previous year, so no change there. Mia is a very short and spunky little name, and I see it continuing to be in the top 10 for several years. The next name is Sophia. Sophia, it was at number 5. It went down 1 spot, switching spots with Isabella, which was at number 4. Both of these names are very classic and feminine names, Isabella and Sophia. At number 3 was Ava. Ava was also number 3 in 2016. Ava, I think, is a name that could eventually be the number 1 name, but I just think it is very spunky. I hear it all the time on little girls. Definitely a popular choice with parents. At number 2 was Olivia. Olivia has been the number 1 name before, but this year it was number 2 as it was in 2016. And at number 1 was Emma. Emma was the #1 name the year before, so no change there. Emma means universal, and I think this name has a universal appeal with parents. It is very, very sweet and pretty, and parents around the world are loving this name. Emma is a top name in many different countries. So of course, for 2 names to enter the top 10, 2 names had to fall out of the top 10, and those were Harper and Emily. Harper fell 1 spot and is now at number 11, and Emily fell 3 spots and is now at number 12. Emily has had a very, very long run in the top 10, and Emily is a name that people often mistake my name for. In fact, at Starbucks, if I don't feel like spelling my name, I still go by Emily. And Harper was a more recent addition to the top 10, but parents are still loving this name, so I could see it entering the top 10 again. It just depends on what other names parents are choosing. So we'll have to look at that one. I think it's a bit of a wild card, Harper. So moving on to the top 100, there were 5 really cool names that entered the top 100 this year. Nova went up 41 spots in popularity and went from number 136 to number 95. Nova is such a cool name. It kind of has that Ava feel with that V in the middle, and that Nora feel with that N-O beginning. I think Nova is just a hit, and I can see it going all the way up the charts to the top 20 in the next 5 to 10 years. Another really, really sweet classic name that entered the top 100 was Amelia with the E-M spelling. This is one of the reasons that I have to spell my name at Starbucks, is because of this name. But I think it is a very, very classic, sweet name. It might have gotten a little bit of help because of the star of Game of Thrones, Emilia Clarke, who plays Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons. And Amelia went up 28 spots from 102 to number 74. One of the names that I have been following over the last few years is Everly. Everly has had a meteoric rise. It went up 25 spots this year and is now in the top 100. It went from 107 to 82. Valentina, which is a name I absolutely adore. I have a second cousin named Valentina. Went up 12 spots and is now at number 94. It was at number 106 and now it's at number 94. And Isabel, not Isabella, but Isabel, went up 11 spots. It went from 103 to 92. So Nova, Amelia, Everly, Valentina, and Isabel are now all in the top 100. And so of course, for 5 names to enter the top 100, 5 names had to fall out of the top 100. These names are maybe a little bit more dated to the early 2000s, and these names were Kylie, which fell 31 spots and went from number 83 to number 114. Brianna fell 25 spots and went from 98 to number 123. Taylor fell 21 spots and went from 91 to 112. Faith fell 19 spots and went from number 100 to 119. And Catherine with a K went down 15 spots and went from number 90 to number 105. There were some names in the top 1,000 that made some big jumps in popularity, 15 spots or more. Luna went up 40 spots and is now at number 37. I think people fell in love with this name when they heard it in Harry Potter, but now they just love it because of the sound, the connection to the moon, and it's just an all-around very, very sweet name. Bella went up 28 spots and is now at number 50. I think parents are kind of maybe skipping the Isabella and starting to just use Bella on its own, which I think is very, very sweet. Kinsley went up 28 spots and is now at number 59, which was kind of surprising to me. I did not know this name was that popular. Elena went up 27 spots and is now at number 67. There is a Disney show with Princess Elena of Avalor, I believe it's called, so that might have something to do with this name's increase in popularity. Mila went up 18 spots and is now at number 30. Aurora went up 15 spots and is now at number 51, another very princessy name. And Willow went up 15 spots and is now at number 81. So altogether, this top 100 is one of my favorites that I have seen in years. There are some very, very classy and classic names and some very beautiful nature names and names that are like evocative of nature, like Luna. I really, really like this list. I'm glad that parents are using the names that are popular. So moving on to the top 1,000. There are so many names that are new to the top 1,000. I'm not going to talk about each and every one of them, but I will put them all up on the screen for you to look at. I'm going to talk about some of my favorites that entered the top 1,000 though. Of course, I have to talk about Octavia. Octavia is a name that I've loved for so long. It went up 435 spots and is now comfortably in the top 1,000 at number 593. I've loved this name for years and I'm very happy that other parents are loving it as well. I think it's a great alternative to Olivia. Celine is now in the top 1,000. I think this name is so beautiful. It's the name of the goddess of the moon in mythology. It went up 302 spots and is now at number 917. Two beautiful gemstone names entered the top 1,000. Emerald and Opal are both gorgeous gemstone names that are new to the top 1,000. Magdalena is another beautiful, beautiful name that entered the top 1,000. I think we're seeing a lot of different variants of the name Elena and the name Elena itself becoming more popular, so I don't think it's a surprise that this name is gaining popularity as well. So of course there had to be names that fell out of the top 1,000 for names to enter the top 1,000. I'm going to put the list of names that fell out of the top 1,000 on the screen for you to see. I found that a lot of the names that were falling out of the top 1,000 were names that were popular several decades ago or felt somewhat dated. These include Julianne, which is one I'm hearing more often as a middle name now, maybe to honor someone named Julie or Julia or Anne. Wendy, which was most popular in 1970 when it was at number 28, is now no longer in the top 1,000. Heather, this one kind of boggled my mind. Heather was number 3 in popularity in 1975, so it's not even in the top 1,000 anymore. That would be like Ava not being in the top 1,000 in the 2050s. I mean, I wish I had a time machine so I could go see what names are going to be popular, but Heather is not in the top 1,000 anymore, and I'm sure we all know someone named Heather. Sharon was number 8 in 1945, and it's not in the top 1,000 anymore. And Anne, without the E, was number 28 in 1936 and is no longer in the top 1,000. Moving on to the names that I predicted to enter the top 1,000, I did really, really good with the girls' names this year. India was one that I predicted, and it's now at number 890. Amora is at number 698. Everly, with that spelling, is at number 762. Xiomara is at number 848. Marlowe, with this spelling, is at number 981. Opal entered and is at number 859. Octavia, like I talked about, did enter the top 1,000 and is at number 593. Egypt entered and is at number 974. Legacy did enter the top 1,000 and I somehow predicted that. It's at number 945, and Florence which is a name I love, entered the top 1,000 and is at 980. So I did pretty good in my predictions this year. I think that's the best I've ever done. Moving on to some trends that I noticed in the top 1,000. Lee, L-E-E, and L-E-Y names were really big this year. Ensley went up 1,461 spots in popularity. Huge jump. Oakley went up 251 spots. Everly went up 250 spots. Kinley went up 221 spots. Rayleigh went up 159 spots. Tinsley went up 127 spots. Zaylee went up 110 spots. Kinsley went up 92 spots. Haley went up 67 spots, and Novalee went up 50 spots. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Lee ending name is. For a boy, I like Hartley. For a girl, I kind of like Novalee. And then Oak names really seemed to be rising this year as well. Oakland went up 1,072 spots. Oakland with the single N spelling went up 749 spots. Oakley with the two E's went up 251 spots, and Oakley with the L-E-Y spelling went up 105 spots. So people are really, really loving those Oak names for girls. Another trend for girls was place names. I already mentioned India, which went up 115 spots, but Phoenix went up 79 spots for girls. Florence went up 75 spots for girls. Sutton, which was where my grandmother was born, went up 75 spots for girls. Egypt went up 64 spots. Dallas went up 44 spots, and Vienna, which I think is such a gorgeous name, went up 36 spots. Another trend I noticed was these grand 4-syllable names rising in popularity. Names like Melania, which went up 720 spots. Octavia went up 435 spots. Alessia went up 230 spots. Amelia, I just want to say them with like a flourish, went up 169 spots. Ophelia went up 164 spots. Antonella went up 139 spots. Magnolia went up 124 spots, and Mariana went up 91 spots. Such beautiful, feminine, ladylike names. Word names were another trend. Dream, obviously inspired by Black China and Rob Kardashian's daughter, went up 840 spots. Sunny went up 194 spots. Emerald, of course, went up 161 spots. Opal went up 159. Rain for girls went up 126. Belle went up 125. Magnolia went up 124. Jewel went up 112. That one was a little surprising for me. Royalty went up 111 spots. Hunter went up 101. Legacy went up 97 spots. That's quite a big name. Briar went up 81. Phoenix went up 79. Wren went up 59. Poppy went up 58. And Winter went up 57 spots. So let me know what you guys thought of the new top 1,000 list. Did your favorite names fall in popularity, or did they gain popularity? Leave your thoughts and your observations in the comments and we can chat names. I love chatting names with you guys in the comments. And stay tuned for my boys video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.